Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Third Parent Academy. Today, we will be reading one of our favorite read aloud books, The Hubbub Above by Arthur Howard. Sydney lived way up in a tall building. On the 52nd floor, to be precise. She loved it there. She loved the ride in the elevator. She loved the view from the balcony. Most of all, she loved the quiet. Up on the 52nd floor, she couldn't hear the screeches or the scrunches or the vroom vrooms from the street below. It's heavenly here, Sydney thought. But then the Kaboons moved in upstairs. They walked loud. Clomp, clomp. They talked loud. I weigh a ton. Pass the peanuts. Do you think my nose is too long? And every Saturday night, when they threw a party, they cha-cha'd very loud. Cha-cha bim, cha-cha bam, cha-cha boom. Sydney tried knocking on the ceiling. She tried shouting from the balcony. But nothing helped. Quiet! Maybe you should move, said her cousin Spike, who lived downtown. Move? Said Sydney. That did it. It was time to pay the Kaboons a visit. Mr. Kaboom opened the door. He was very tall, very wide, and he looked a bit, tusky. I live downstairs, Sydney began, and you're just in time for the party, said Mrs. Kaboom as she charged out of the kitchen. What a party! The food was awesome. The band was hip. Hippo days are here again. And all the guests were party animals. Cha-cha-cha went Sydney. Clomp, clomp, clomp went the Kaboons. That's when Sydney remembered. So when the band took a break, Sydney took her host aside. This is the best party I've ever been to, she said. But, as she explained as nicely as she could, that sometimes they walked kind of loud, and sometimes they talked kind of loud, and sometimes they cha-cha-cha'd upstairs, everything downstairs cha-cha-cha'd right along with them. The trouble is, said Mr. Kaboom, when you're an elephant, sometimes a step can become a stomp. A clink can become a clunk. And a bump can become a great big boom. But from now on, we'll remember to be quiet, said Mrs. Kaboom. Really, we will. Because you know, my dear, an elephant never forgets. And after that, the walking got a lot better. And the talking got, a little better. That Sydney is such a lovely little girl. Not so loud, dear. And what about those parties? Asked Cousin Spike. You know, those loud cha-cha parties? Oh, they're no problem, said Sydney. No problem at all, because you see, the Kaboons never forget to invite me